Welcome to another episode of Polite for What? Well, listening is a must, but being polite is optional. I'm your host, Ria.
And I'm Neek the Great.
And we are back with another episode, guys. If you are new here, welcome in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want our OGs, you already know what to do. Like and share this content. That way we can stay in the algorithm. All right, y'all. We're gonna hop right into it. We had the NBA finals going on yesterday. So we're just gonna hop right into what happened with our first topic. Because I'm pretty sure y'all been waiting for us to talk about what went on. And we got the Celtics dominating the Mavs 107-89. Kristaps Porzingis 20.6 rebounds. He was 8 from 13 from the field, 2 from 4 from the three-point line. He had a monster game. This man showed zero rust. Everybody thought he was gonna come back and be rusty. He showed zero rust. So how you feel about the game and how everything turned out?
Oh man, the game was good. It was what it's supposed to be. Dallas did what everybody thought. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody because everybody don't think the way I think. But the game went the way I thought it would go. You know what I'm saying? I knew Dallas was gonna come out and do the same thing they did against the Timberwolves. This is how they, hit them with that shock and surprise. Oh, first game, doing bad. You still got to play game 2 through game 7 if it come to that. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the unicorn, aka Porzingis, aka got doggone the 7-foot Booker.
He was cooking.
Man, cooking. He was ain't the word.
On both ends of the floor, he blocking shots. He stepped back. He doing whatever he wanted. This man looked like I've been sitting down for 30 days and I'm ready. I was ready for this moment. He came in. He showed up. He was one of the main reasons why the Celtics jumped out to a hot start in the first place.
He's the deficit. Look at this score. And take Porzingis points away. He the deficit. You feel me?
Yeah.
His presence was missed.
This is what I feel like I didn't want to make my prediction who I thought was going to win this series, because I was like, all right, I need to see what Dallas is going to do, right? I need to see how Dallas is going to kind of adapt to how the Celtics play defense. And I want to see if Dallas was going to be able to run that pick and roll, and they cannot run that pick and roll with Porzingis man in that middle. They tried to run it a couple of times, try to live it up. It ain't happening. That pick and roll ain't pick and rolling like it was against the Timberwolves.
I bet you it's gonna roll next. I bet it's gonna roll Sunday.
I don't know.
I bet
he better make a decision fast. Make some adjustments real quick, because if he don't, I feel like this series is gonna get ugly real fast.
Dallas gonna win. You tripping? You speaking out of a situation because them boys lost, and you know what I'm saying. Them folks on your ass, and now you trying to shake back.
It's the way they lost, right? It's the losing fashion and what they lost in. It's the Timberwolves at 89.
The Timberwolves did the same thing to them.
What? The Timberwolves didn't jump out on them like that.
Yeah, they did. Timberwolves taught their ass off the ball in that first game. Yeah. Oh, Luka looking flat.
No, you crazy. Did you not forget that the Timberwolves ain't winning until game 2?
You tripped.
I mean, they didn't win until game 3. That's
I could have sworn they got that first game. It was slow.
Timberwolves went down 0-3. Did you forget?
Man, I'm tripping then, I guess.
Yeah, you tripping.
I guess I'm tripping. I'm accountability.
Yeah, you tripping.
Maybe I am tripping. But I felt like it was the same thing. Like they played flat, though. I felt like Dallas just played flat. They always play flat, though. Them first couple games, they playing flat till they can find their rhythm, till they can find their flow. And after that, you know how it go. When it started rhyming like that, you just know that's the truth.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's my thing, though. You still had Luka with 30 points and 10 rebounds. Of course, Kyrie, he struggled. He had 12 points. He was 6 from 19 from the field, and he was 0 for 5 from the three-point line. So I don't know what the thing with Kyrie. I don't know if it was the noise getting to him? Was it the fans getting to him? Like, was it just the environment? Every time he touched the ball, them boys was booing him every single time. So I'm just like, okay, are they getting in his head? Like what's going on with Kyrie today?
He feed off that,
huh?
He feed off that. He gonna bust their ass this game.
I think he kind of. I think he let it rattle. I think he let it rattle him last night. Honestly.
Look here.
You go 0 for 5 for 3. You 6 from 19 from the field, 0 assists. The whole total assists for the Dallas Mavericks was 9.
Sis,
9
look,
total assists for the
lem-
team.
sis, let me break something down to you real
That
quick.
you gotta do better than that.
When you go to the gym, you work out, you feel good, right? He worked
Mm-hmm.
out. He worked out a whole series, and he got to sit down for a couple days. What happened when you sit down for a couple days? Your body start hurting and shit. Like
Mm-mm.
your back, you know how your back get a little tight.
Porzingis
You
been
know what I'm
sitting down
saying?
for
You
30
slowing
days,
down,
baby. He came back
but
and
but
he
he been
showed that
he's been
he wasn't
working though.
hurting.
Sis, he said that time out he was working. You can see that he was working. He wasn't bullcorning. I don't know what Dallas did with the off time between the last game with the Timberwolves,
They only had about maybe what 4 days rest. I think
and
they
I
had
don't know
about
what
4
they
days.
did. Whatever they did, it didn't work. Maybe they rested too much. Maybe they should have ran more pickup games in the practice facility. But what I
I don't know
seen
what they
last night, I
did.
mean, Luca did what Luca do. Kyrie didn't do what he done. Like I say, like it's body fatigue sometimes. For the first time, Kyrie Irving knows what it feel like to really be the villain. Like they really treating that boy like LeBron now. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It ain't too many cities that's doing them like that. I can get New York doing them like that. I can kind of get Boston doing them like that, but you know what I'm saying? You know
I
how
mean,
it
but he
is.
already he already knew the type of environment it was gonna be going back to Boston because he hasn't been back to Boston since
Since he got traded, since he
since he
demanded
got
his way out.
yeah. So he
But
you already
also,
knew we already knew what type of situation it was gonna be when he went back there. Like I said, maybe he just let the noise and the environment get to him. Like I said, every time he touched the ball, they was booing him, and maybe he sometimes you could try too hard and shit just not going down, your shots not falling. It could be that, or he just let the environment and the noise kind of rattle him last night. He didn't,
I don't I
didn't
don't want
show
to
up
say the
like his
noise
team
got to
needed him to
him.
show up.
I
Hmm?
don't want to say the noise got to him. I don't think the noise played a role. I
So
don't want to say it did.
why you think he was off last night? 12
Just
points, 6 for
fatigue,
19, 0 for 5.
and then you get there to think this ain't Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels and Nikhil Anderson and fucking Mike Conley and Gobert and all that bullshit is yesterday. You got some man in front of you now. You got some
But
man in your
we
ear.
already talked about this. We already knew what type of defense
Yeah,
that
that
the
defense
Celtics
is
was gonna bring.
different.
The Celtics was gonna bring. First of all, you got two guys over there in Derek White and Drew Holiday who don't have to play both ends of the floor. They just need them to play solely defense. But the fact that they
Man,
were
look,
able to be
Derek
efficient
White,
on both
Derek
sides.
White, he's more offensive, but he get busy on the defense though. He do his
But I'm
part.
saying though, but my point is, you have two guys that can just play. They can just hone in and play straight defense, and they don't need them to score because you
Yeah.
you still got Jason Tatum that can score. You still
He ain't
got
doing shit.
Jalen Brown that can score. You
He doing
still got
everything.
Horford that can score. You know what I'm saying? So
He
it's
ain't
like
doing shit.
no, but I'm just saying it's the fact that they still have people that can score. They don't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
them
for
to
sure. Yeah,
play
for
both ends
sure.
of the court,
I'm
but
gonna
they
tell you
still
something.
did it.
I'm gonna tell you something. If Jason Tatum don't wake the fuck up, they gonna lose this series.
Well, everybody keeps saying Jason Tatum had a bad game. Jason Tatum had a good game. When
No, he
you
didn't.
you got man, think
No,
about
he
this.
didn't.
Okay,
Muff.
think
I'm
about
gonna,
this.
I'm gonna hear you out. I'm
Hear
you know
me
what?
hear me out for a
I'm
second.
I'm a I'm being better with listening. It is, man's
Yeah,
mental
because you
health.
like to respond
Yeah.
before you see the whole
So
picture.
hey, so that's a toxic trait. That's a red
Yeah,
flag.
I'm
I'm
glad
gonna
you
be quiet.
first
My bad.
the first stage is admitting admitting your problems.
Yeah,
But
you know what
anyways,
I'm saying?
here's my point. Here's why I feel like Jason Tatum didn't have a bad game. Everybody keeps talking about he had a bad game. This man was 16, 11, and 5. 16
Mm-hmm.
points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Jason Tatum didn't have to score a lot last night because Porzingis was cooking. When you
Yeah.
got Porzingis cooking going for 20 and you got Jalen Brown going for 22, it's not that many shots you gonna put up. And I feel like he was efficient with his shots. The man got
Mm-hmm.
16 points and 11 rebounds. It's not the Jalen Brown and
How
Jason
many?
Tatum show no more because KP is back. So when you
Right.
throw KP in the mix, you don't need Jason Tatum going off for 30, 40 points a game no more. You
Mm-hmm.
got three people in the lineup that can score. So people keep hollering about Jason Tatum had a bad. I don't feel like he had a bad game. The man was still very efficient. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. I don't know what more you want him to do. Do you want you want everybody to score 40? You know what I'm saying? Just imagine if he had 10 more points, 26, then you're going to add 10 more. So then that really wouldn't blow out. It would have been 117 to 89. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what y'all want this man to do. I feel like he was efficient to me.
All right, cool. Which your argument is valid, right? So you said he had 16 points, right?
He's 16, 11, and 5.
What was his attempts? How many times did he shoot the ball?
I didn't write that down. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Don't worry because I got it right here.
Okay, how many times he shot the ball?
Jason Tatum shot the ball a total of 16 times.
Okay, and how many he made?
6. And you say that's sufficient? Yeah. So this is why I'm upset. And excuse my language because I don't know if it's kids here or not. Because I'm not gonna even say that. How the
efficient
hell?
Don't have to just be points.
Hold on.
He still had 11 rebounds.
Hold on, sister. Let me talk to you. When Russell Westbrook did this shit, everybody hollered.
We're not talking about Russell Westbrook.
Hold on. We need to hold the same heat to a nigga ass when he fucking up. He's a superstar. We not picking and choosing because you know what I'm saying, because he the bright skinned beige boy that's winning right now. We don't do that. Let's keep the main thing. How the hell are you a superstar on the max contract shooting the ball 16 times and getting 16 points when you average 30 against Dallas during the season? Where's your other 14 points, Pops?
Tell me how many times Jaylen Brown shot the ball?
Jaylen Brown shot the ball a total of 12 times. He was 7 for 12, 2 for 6 from the 3. 6 from 11.
5 shots.
Yeah, now that's efficiency.
But efficient don't always have to just mean points. The man still played great defense.
I get what you're saying. Like overall ball game, he had a double. He had a double, and he assisted the ball damn good. He was 5 assists away from getting a triple double.
Mm-hmm.
However, when Russell Westbrook did this same shit, we was calling him a stat patter. We was calling him a free throw merchant. We was calling him all of this shit. Now, when it's Jason Tatum on the biggest stage, we not holding that same heat to his ass.
I'm not saying I just want to talk particularly to this game. That's it, right?
And that's fair.
Just strictly to this game.
So let's keep it here.
Strictly to this game, I feel like overall he was efficient. Now, I will say Jason Tatum has struggled in the playoffs. Overall, round 1, round 2, round 3, he has struggled. That's not nothing I'm taking up for him about. But I feel like overall.
This is my question. You supposed to be the man over there. And maybe I'm tripping. But ever since Jaylen Brown got that contract, Jason Tatum ain't been performing. Am I tripping?
But let me ask you this. If I feel like if the Celtics would have lost this game, then I feel like that argument would be valid. He only had 16 points. He shot the ball 16 times and he only made it 6 times. Then you could say, oh, but I feel like he did not have a terrible game. They won. Even though he shot the ball 6, he was 6 for 16, they still won.
He got bailed out by
his team. He still had a double-double.
He got bailed out.
But that's the thing though. And that's the thing that people these other analysts keep talking about.
Because you got to keep the main thing.
But when one player over there is slacking, you got somebody else to pick up the pieces. Just like with Dallas.
Man.
When Kyrie slacking, Luka pick up. When Luka slacking, Kyrie pick up. So why can't it be the same for Jason Tatum?
So let me ask you the question. I'm
not even a Celtics fan. I'm a fan of basketball. I'm a fan of basketball.
Hold on. You got your red ass on here, and the first thing you holler was Kyrie had a bad game. That's what you said.
Kyrie had 12 points.
And Jason Tatum didn't play bad.
Here's why we can say Kyrie had a bad game. We're talking about a Kyrie Irving that's been combining with Luka for 66 points for damn near 4 games. They are the main attraction over there. Those two.
Derek Lively an attraction
They
over there.
the main attraction over there.
PJ
Kyrie Luka is
Washington
the main
is an
attraction.
attraction over
So
there.
naturally, of course, we're gonna say Kyrie had a bad game. The man was 6 for 19, 0 for 5.
Sister.
Kyrie ain't trying to do no assisting or the ball. Here's my thing. If you're gonna have a terrible ass shooting night, at least go grab you some rebounds, go grab you some assists. So when people gotta talk about it, they can say, well, at least Kyrie had 10 assists. He may not have shot the ball well, but he had 10 assists. He still contributed to the game.
All right, peep game on this. Who is he getting the rebound over?
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying I want him to grab boys. I'm
just being logical.
Okay, well, let's take out rebounds. Assists. He might not have shot the ball good, but at least Kyrie had 10 assists. We can say that, right?
You can throw it to an open man. You can throw it to an open man and he can miss the shot because he's not on. I just felt like Dallas as a unit didn't play good. Luka played great.
I feel like that Derek Lively and that KP matchup is gonna be a disaster for them.
No, it's not.
KP can't do nothing with Derek. Derek
I know he can't. I know KP can't do nothing with him. I know
KP was cooking his man the whole game. Derek Lively can't do nothing with KP. That pick and roll shit was not working last night.
Sister,
I'm sorry.
The man was in foul trouble now.
Why was he in foul trouble though?
Because that's a lot of men to guard.
Cooked.
Sis, look, hold on.
He was getting cooked. That's why he in foul trouble.
When
you start getting frustrated, let me ask you something. What's the first thing you do when you start getting frustrated with somebody and they cooking your ass? You gonna start fouling.
You're gonna just try to play harder defense.
Yeah, and that leads to what? How you do me? It leads to what? Say it with me.
Fouls. So. But okay. So look, let me say this, right? I feel like the officiating it wasn't the same as the series with the Timberwolves. With the Timberwolves, we all said it at one point in time. Ooh, they letting them boys play. They were letting all kind of shit happen. They were letting niggas trip and fall, get tangled up, and jump in the air. They call it a jump ball. I'm okay. Yeah. Last night the officiating's a little different. It wasn't as loose. It was a little, you know what I'm saying, a little tight knit. So the things that Derek Lively was getting away with doing the cat, he wasn't getting them same calls last night. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, I don't know the reason. You know what I'm saying?
Anthony Towns and KP, two different. They two different players.
Sis, they the same player, the same size. Cat actually is faster than Porzingis.
I'm talking about in a sense of aggressiveness, getting to the rim. Cat was not.
Man, Cat was tripping.
Here's my thing. Cat wasn't imposing his will, and I don't even want to get on there because they're not even in this conversation.
Cat like wasn't that
imposing his will like he needed to impose his will. He could have dominated. He could have dominated Derek, but he didn't impose his will like he needed to.
Because Cat not that type of player.
Cat, that's my point.
But the thing is, Cat plays like he has an Anthony Edwards. Porzingis don't play like he got a Jaylen Brown and a Jason Tatum.
Porzingis was playing like he ain't even.
He was like he was playing like he hooped by himself, and they kept feeding him. What do you always do? Oh shit, he hot. Give it to him again.
Yeah,
he hot. Give it to him again.
Man, he stepped back. He on the other end of the court. He sprinted down the court. Josh Green thought he had a wide open dunk. Give me that.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah, he was having his way.
I don't know what he thought he was going to do. He thought he had a free dunk. Give me that.
Mm-mm.
But
man, I mean, this series is gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be a good series. I think Celtics, they win both of their games at home. Dallas got to win both of their games at home. If they let the Celtics get one at home, I think the series is gonna be over. But I see. I said I was gonna make my prediction after we see this first game, and I hope I don't sound ridiculous when I say this.
You finna to. Every time you say that silly ass stuff, you finna say something ridiculous. Don't give us your hot take.
I want to ride. I want to ride with the Mavs because it's Texas, and I want to see Kyrie get another ring. But I don't know. It's looking kind of ugly right now. I don't know. Maybe I think the Celtics may have their number. This may be their year. So
yeah. I mean, We
think the
don't
Celtics
know.
might pull this
It's
out.
too early to see, but man, like Boston would get up by 20 and these boys would be within 11. You feel me? Like back and forth. If you look at the final score, it don't tell you the flow of that game. Cause they pulled their starters with like 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you just kinda got dudes out there just jacking up shots and they hit, they miss. But
But
me
I feel like the
personally,
Celtics. Oh, go ahead.
I would say just me personally, it'll be a better series. It may be another game like this. It may be Dallas on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? With the blowout win. But for the most part, these games will be close. I'm 15-point, maybe 10-point games is going to be the highest that we see in terms of like another blowout. 10 and below, 15, 14 below. I don't see it
That's what you
being
predicting for the
disgusting.
rest of the
For
rest of the series.
sure. For sure. Like it's you got to think both teams play slow as fuck. So for this to even, you know what I'm saying? I expect the score to be between 90 something, like maybe 99 to 107 every game from both teams. You know what I'm saying? Very slow pace offenses, but then a slow pace offense is great for a defense that's, you know what I'm saying, that's very like on point with the shit that they do because it allows them to get in position. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good matchup. I mean, they're great dancing partners. We just got to see both sides really apply themselves, and I didn't really see that from Dallas last night. I seen like, it was a 20-point game. Dallas brought it back to like a 9-10 point game, and you know how it go. Jaylen Brown hit a three, get fouled on the 3 line, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Wilkie wasn't talking that noise last night like how he
He
usually
can't. He
talking.
in Boston.
He wasn't talking that noise last night. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
he
Like
in
I said,
Boston.
I feel like Dallas got to make some adjustments if they want this to be a series. Because if not, I feel like this series is gonna get ugly real fast. So I want you to go ahead and make your prediction for this series before we move to the next topic. Who you got winning this?
Dallas
Dallas and what?
6.
Okay, Dallas and 6. All right, so let's just hop right into this next topic then. All right, so we got the Lakers preparing a long time offer for Dan Hurley. For those of you who don't know who Dan Hurley is the coach of the men's UConn team in college. They won a national championship back to back, and he do have a top 5 team returning next season. So with all that being said, how do you think Dan Hurley would transition to the NBA, and do you think he'll be a good fit for the Lakers?
Yeah, I think he's a coach wise, right? Like certified coach, not none of this player going coach BS shenanigans, right?
Mm.
I think he's the most fit. I think his resume works the best. You got to have somebody that's going to be able to come in and match LeBron's intelligence and wit for the game, so he can be able to explore and see how he can mesh with them, right? How can they work? How could they be great dancing partners? So that's the thing with LeBron. Like, you just got to have a good coach that'll be able to coach LeBron, not only coach him, but allow him to do what LeBron do. You don't want to get in LeBron way. You just want to set up the play, say, Bron, this where you at. I drew it up to this point because I trust your IQ from this point going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is options on everybody's part. This is options on what you see on the floor. This is options on the flow. This is all on you. So what are you seeing out there? That's what they needed. I feel like Darvin Ham was BS, man. Like, he was
Darvin
fool's
Ham was
gold.
he was lost too much. I knew the Lakers was in trouble with Darvin Ham at one time. He was on the
Yeah.
side drawing up that play, and he kept erasing. I said, "Oh yeah, he don't know what he's
He wasn't
doing."
even drawing up nothing. Like, when I seen
Yeah,
him
he
one
was just
time,
dribble
just
scrabble.
he had a clean board, like, just doing. I'm like, man, homie on something different. And I was
Right.
like, we gotta see what's up with that. So I feel like they tried to make Darvin Ham like Ty Lue. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? And it didn't work.
There's only one Ty Lue.
It's only one Ty Lue.
There's only
Ty
one Ty
Lue,
Lue.
they thought he was gonna be bullshit. Ty Lue came out to be something.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
They
absolutely.
thought he was
They
gonna be
they definitely
bullshit.
they didn't even think that he was head coach material.
And then they thought it was LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, LeBron saving his job. Then LeBron leave. Now he's still doing the same shit. What are we talking about now? Is
Mm-hmm.
it the same narrative? Yeah, they just try to make him another Ty Lue. It ain't. It's not a. I've said this before. I talked to the boys a couple of times about this, and I don't want to get stuck on this too much, because I know we want to make it short and keep it short. But a lot of players don't transition to great coaches. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah, of
ex
course not.
players.
That's why I was kind of confused on why the Lakers was considering even bringing in JJ Redick. Like you
Right.
bringing in a coach that had zero experience, never coached a little league team, never coached a college team, never coached a pickup team, and y'all bringing this man in to be the head coach of a winning franchise. Like if that was the case, y'all could have kept Darvin Ham.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that didn't make sense to me.
Man, says I don't. You know how it is. I feel like a lot of this shit is politics and popularity.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely. I feel
saying?
like it's all politics. I think it all started, like I said. A lot of people, sometimes it be a reach with stuff on Twitter, aka X, they be on there. Brian started this podcast with JJ Redick because he preparing him to be the coach. And I'm just like, y'all be on here reaching.
Yeah.
Then lo and
You know how it
behold,
is. You know how it is.
oh, now this man the front runner to be the Lakers coach. But I just feel like that would have been a disaster in itself, right? Because I feel like with JJ Redick coming in and he would have been the coach for the Lakers, it really would have been LeBron coaching, right? I feel like it would have been all Bron because I feel like JJ Redick would have been referring to him about everything. He would have been going to Bron, hey Bron, what you think about this?
But I
Hey
ain't gonna lie
Bron,
though.
what you think about this? Like,
I'm gonna be
what
real
you think
with you,
about
sis.
this? No.
Sis. JJ Redick. And I'm gonna say it again. JJ Redick. Very, very high IQ player.
That's cool.
It's two different things when you seeing it on the floor and seeing it from the sideline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know when to call timeouts.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to manage
your ability.
Personalities.
Yeah, your ability don't translate to anybody on the court. Your skill set
it's not gonna be buddy no more. Yeah, we not
it's different.
You my coach now, like I need you to be the coach. I
it's
feel
very
like
different.
it would have been different for him, and I feel like it's more than just having IQ. It's more than just talking basketball with LeBron James. If they was gonna do that, let LeBron be. They should have let LeBron be the player coach.
I mean, he there anyway, regardless of who comes in.
Yeah,
Bron it don't matter.
Bron is just he just a. If I'm a coach, I don't want to coach Brian. I'm sorry. Your head is gonna be on the pike if y'all can't win and he on the team. Like they said, I feel like this is a hot seat. This is a hot seat.
Yeah, there's whoever takes this job can potentially be fired by next season.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a crash out job. This job has no security.
But then again, you gotta look at it too. Like maybe not because LeBron is gonna retire probably like in the next year or so. So maybe 2 years.
3. I give Bron 3. You got to think LeBron plays based off of how he feels and plays based off of winning, right? LeBron don't talk till he start losing. Right. He do a lot of tweeting when he winning, but he don't talk until he start losing. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to get his narrative out there, which is cool. I think we all should. When you getting your ass kicked, you need to have why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn the critics speculating and analysts and all of that doing their job. Like, I'm gonna tell you what it is and why. This is what we need. This is what we lack. This is what the front office got to do. This is where I'm at. This is how I feel. This is what you know what I'm saying? This is how I can play. I can't give you 37 minutes a game no more. I can't give you 35 minutes a game no more. I'm tearing up my body. And you want me to still be good for the playoffs. You got to bring in some help. You got to give me some help. I was screaming for it 7 years ago, but I mean it now. I'm graying in my beard. I'm graying up my eyebrows. It's over with.
But I feel
10
like
years done.
I feel like he's part of the reason why that team is where it is now too, because they doing too many experiments with the Lakers. They
Yeah.
experimented with having all the old heads over there with Melo and with Westbrook. You know that whole old team they had. You know what I'm saying? They
Yep.
experimented with that. They gonna do this experiment with Bronny coming in. Like they just you gotta understand. Like the Lakers is a franchise where they want to win and they want to win now. Like, and I feel like
Always
these
been like
last
that.
few years they've been doing way too many experiments, especially since LeBron has been on this team. They've been experimenting too much with this team instead of actual going out and get players to make their team better.
Yeah. I
And I feel
mean,
like this year is just gonna be another experiment because they gonna draft Bronny.
yeah. I mean, short
Bronny is gonna be
term.
a Laker.
Yeah, short term. That all that shit is short term. You feel me? Niggas know that. Niggas know it's short term. You feel me? Like, there's no way you don't know it's short term. Like, yeah, they got
Mm,
the team to win. I don't know if Gabe Vincent coming back, but yeah, Vandy probably gone. D'Angelo Russell gone
he
for
probably
sure.
gone. So I mean,
Ain't no
but I
probably that
but
nigga out of there. He
I feel like
talked
they
too
should keep
much.
that core anyways. Keep Rui, keep Reeves out there. Keep who's the other guy they had? The center, but he was hurt. Christian Woods. Keep
Yeah,
Christian Woods.
yeah.
Like
You got to give him a minute.
keep your core young guys and just build around your core young guys. Keep AD. Of course they're gonna keep AD. But
Yeah,
keep
he ain't
your
going
core
nowhere.
young guys and just build around them. It's not like they're a terrible team. They really probably only about one or two pieces away, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
it's and I'm gonna tell you like them pieces ain't got nothing to do with their starting lineup. It got everything to do with their bench. Whenever
Hmm.
LeBron and AD sit down, that's when they start getting their shit exposed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't really got no certified score, so they would leave like D'Angelo Russell out there. Like let him hoop and let him play the point while
Mhm.
LeBron and AD sit down, and then he's essentially left with mediocre players, and he's the only superstar on the court at that point. So what are you gonna do? Jack threes until you start to double him, then he'll start passing. You know what I'm saying? So man, I don't know. Russell gone though. He talked way too much. LA ain't with all of that. He out of there. Vandy out of there.
I would want to be out of there too, because it would have been it's too many trade rumors surrounding around my
Yeah,
name. I would want to be out of there too, to be
got to
honest
get
with
out of
you.
there.
But one thing I did hear one of the analysts say about Dan Hurley and Bronny potentially being drafted over there, it may be good for Bronny because Dan Hurley is being that he is coming from college and he is a college coach, that can help Bronny develop, right? Bronny don't
I
have to play
mean,
right away. He can develop right there with the coach. You got a
yeah,
coach coming from college. You know
I
what I'm
say
saying? He
that.
still have a college mindset. He can help Bronny. So that might be a plus.
Well, he ain't got to help him too much. His daddy right there.
Yeah, still though. But
Ain't
I'm just
nothing better
saying,
than
I'm just
his
talking
daddy.
about him
And
still having that kind of feel of like college feel. I still think
yeah,
Bronny should go back
I
for another
mean,
year.
I'll be honest, and I've told you this, multiple times, multiple shows. Bronny is pro style. I feel like college hoops is for niggas who hoop and who get a bucket. You feel me? Like you either get in the bucket or you play great on ball defense. If you're not doing those two things, you don't really get no hype for real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody who knew really Donovan Mitchell. Nobody was really talking. You talk about Jaylen Brown, like Jaylen Brown was just doing extravagant shit in college, but you didn't hear nobody talking about Tyler Hero. I didn't. You didn't hear nobody talking about Duncan Robinson. These dudes are great filler pieces. That's
Mm-hmm.
what Bronny will be. Bronny is a great on-ball defender. Bronny is a great facilitator. Bronny's a great shooter. So why wouldn't he work in the league? Like, even though I get what you're saying, like, yeah, he still need to develop or whatever to the pace of the game. But man,
But
homie
according
is
to some
probably the
scouts,
most
they
pro
came
ready.
out. According to two scouts, they said that he not ready for the NBA. Like they wouldn't draft him.
Sis.
I'm just telling you what
Let
the
me tell
buzz
you.
is.
Let me tell
What
you
the
what
buzz is. This is what the
they
buzz
let me
is.
I feel that. Let me tell you something. They say that CJ Stroud scored the lowest on their little exam that they give out the quarterbacks. And look what he did last year. So all of the little tests and the shenanigans and BS that they play, most of the time those scouts are trying to get that player to follow their team. So they're gonna say bad things. You know what I'm
Well, I hope
saying?
I wish nothing but the best for Bronny. I
Yeah,
just feel like
he gonna have the best anyway.
he putting Brian low key putting the target on his back too. Like you bringing your son in, play on the Lakers, you low key putting the target on Bronny back too. So,
I know
but then
Kobe
again,
rolling.
you gotta think about this too. Can Bronny even make the rotation though? You got to
Yeah,
beat
he can
out of
make the
Rui.
rotation.
You
Hell
got to beat
yeah.
out of.
He
You got
don't
to beat
gotta be. He
out of
don't gotta
Rui.
beat
You can
them.
beat
He
out
don't
of
have to
Austin
beat
Reeves.
them. He don't have to beat them out. He a point guard. He ain't beating them out for no minutes. He running the floor after the other point guard
Austin
sit
Reeves
down.
played a point.
Man, Austin Reeves played the shooting guard.
He been running a point.
He might run some
When
next year.
when when D-Lo go out, who run the point? Reeves.
LeBron.
Okay.
LeBron James. But
All
I tell
right.
you
Well,
this.
you got something else before we get up out of here?
Yeah. Brian ready. His son ready. I'm telling you what I know, and I know what I say. It's real. The kid gonna come in, he gonna shine. Watch what I say.
I hope he do.
It's gonna take him a little time, but once he get the pace, he gonna look little out there. So he gonna look like Steph Curry smile.
Yeah, because he's small. He little. I think he barely like 6'2".
It don't matter. He gonna come hoop.
I hope he
Sis.
do. I hope. Hey, I'm
Sis.
hoping for his name's sake.
Sis.
For his sake, I hope he balls out. Because if he don't, you already
Sis.
know what it's gonna be. He gonna be just like what's the old buddy from Milwaukee?
No, he not. He is not finna be like no goddamn
What's
Giannis. He not finna be like Giannis like Giannis brother.
He out of
Anyway,
there.
his brother there for protection anyway. That's a high bodyguard. That's all he there for. Mental
He
stability.
just over there taking them folks' money, robbing them boys blind.
I do it too.
But anyways, guys, this is the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I want y'all to tell us down in the comments who y'all think is gonna win this series. You've got the Lakers, the Lakers. Yeah, I got me tripping. It's gonna be the Celtics, or it's gonna be the Mavericks. Tell us down in the comments who y'all think is gonna win this series. And as always, tell a friend to follow us here on YouTube and on Instagram. It's polite_podcast. And
that girl there, she can't focus, can't multitask.
No, because you playing with me. All right, y'all. We see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Bye.